What's up, folks? Kevin here, the Tattoo Toy Hunter, along with the wifey, Lisa the Kid. And today we're going to be doing another tattooed couples review. Now, these two figures, again, is part of the DC Multiverse Killer Croc wave. And the wife, Lisa the Kid, she actually picked these if you saw our last hunt video together. So what made you pick these?
Well, I like her story.
Right.
Obviously.
The story with the sword and the husband's soul trapped in it. It's a really cool story.
And his, because I feel like Batman and Robin should be picked last, just because they're more common.
Absolutely. So we are saving, after these two are reviewed, all we need is 3 more, which is going to be the Red Hood, Batman, and Robin. And both of us think these two are going to be the most common one to find. So we're trying to get the ones we think may be harder. We got Alfred first. I kind of felt like he would be because there's a lot of hype on him. Now I cannot really find Red Hood, but we're going to look a little further.
Was Red Hood there when we were there? No,
it was only Batman and Robin. We haven't seen him, and we didn't see him today either.
So he'll be our next.
He's the next one we're going to hunt down. Hopefully we can find him. If not, I would hate to have to go to the internet to get him, but anyway, so let's go ahead and look over these really quick. Here's KGBeast. I don't know a whole lot of him. I did not really read him in the comics when I was younger. Beautiful side art, front, nice window. He's a really beastly looking guy with a lot of accessories. He actually comes with the groin area of Killer Croc, the face, the head, which is a very important part, and several knives. And he has a really cool weapon that's attached to his arm. Really nice looking. So anyway, there's the side art. He's got a real cool mask. Big guy. There's the back. Here's a little bio on him. It says, one of the world's best contract killers, the man known as the Beast, is hired to take out Batman. So, he's a villain. He's a DC villain. I don't think he's like a big villain like Joker, well known. He's not as well known. I've heard of his name before. I've never seen him in any movies, cartoons.
I just thought he was pretty neat.
He is really cool looking. His outfit is amazing. You can see he has a lot. I mean, I think they've come a long way with their multiverse toys. I have several that are terrible looking. These figures are so much better looking. The joints, the articulation areas, so much better. And also the female we have is Katana, which Lisa was saying she has an awesome backstory. If you know that her husband was killed, the sword, his soul is trapped in the sword, so she fights evil with this sword. It's a special sword. She actually comes with the top part, the chest piece, which is a very important part. Amazing articulation and sculpt in Killer Croc's scales and all that. Just beautiful. The female figures have come a long way as well as far as DC Multiverse female superheroes and villains. The body mold's just perfect now. It used to be terrible. They are doing such a great job with her. So again, here's the side picture art. Very nice for Katana. If you got to see our recent Suicide Squad movie, I think the actress did a great job playing Katana. It was a very interesting character. So definitely cool. And her little bio says, a vigilante samurai, Katana uses her deadly mystic sword, the Soul Taker, to battle evil as captain of the Suicide Squad. So that's very interesting. Mm-hmm. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these both out of the package, do a quick review on both of them, because we've seen this type of articulation, but we'll go over it really quick. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and turn now to our display diorama, which is from my buddy Dusky. Make sure to give a shout out to Dusky. He's an amazing artist. He makes all these great dioramas, so check his channel out, Dusky Till Dawn. So let's go ahead and go to the parlor. All right, folks, so here we have both figures we're going to be reviewing today. This is Katana and KGBeast, the DC Multiverse wave for Killer Croc. And very excited to open these up, so without further ado, let's go ahead and tear into these boxes and check out the figures and the accessories. All right, my friends, so we're going to go ahead and go with Katana first, which is my wife's favorite figure in this wave so far. And we'll go over her. Now, like I said before, the earlier multiverse female bodies were pretty terrible, but I mean, these look good. They look like they took a page out of Marvel Legends, Hasbro's. I mean, look at the body. It looks wonderful. I think they're very well done as far as the articulation points. We don't have double elbow, but a lot of the Marvel figures, there won't be either. they're very clean looking. So let's go ahead and start at the top. I think they did a really nice job on the sculpt of the face. She's very beautiful. She has that very standard mask that you see Katana wear usually. I think the hair looks good. I like that you can see through the strand and still see there. You can see through the strand. That's actually an extra strand, and you can see through the back of it where the paint still is. So that looks good. The paint looks dead on, spot on. I don't see any issues with it, to be honest with you. Let's see. So anyway, that's how far she looks up. It's not that bad. Not super far, but it's pretty good. And then down, she has really good. Look at that. She can look down very well. So the head's on a ball, and it's really nice. All right. She has a really cool on the right shoulder pad. This is actually molded on. It looks like a second piece maybe glued on, but I think it looks really good. There's a lot of sculpt there. Very nice. Arms are on a ball, so she can go all the way up like that. It spins around. Very good articulation as far as the upper arm. There is no bicep cut, which is fine with, you know, she's a lot thinner and smaller. We got that ball hinge there. On this one, it's a single elbow, but it's the ball hinge, so it spins all the way around. We got a lot of really good articulation for that. The arm is on also it's pegged in with a hinge joint there, so it spins around. Okay, we got a very nice, well hidden upper chest, that upper bicep. You don't have a whole lot going on as far as forward on the bicep. Ab crunch backwards is not bad. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. We have nothing at the waist, but it is a beautiful sculpt. You can see the muscles there. Really nice looking. Very nice shape to her. Okay, going down to the bottom. Legs are on a ball. She has really, really good articulation there. She can almost do the Van Damme split really nice. The legs go all the way front, and then they don't really go back at all, unfortunately. Very little. I think it's because of the back side there. She does have that upper cut. It's all just kind of a flat back black mold, so it doesn't look bad. It's actually pretty well hidden. Going to the legs, we do have a very nice double knee, as you can see. Very good there. So she's pretty limber as far as these joints here, the double knee. Okay, going down to the bottom here, we do have that very nice, there's no lean there on the inside, unfortunately. I think she's just too thin. So the legs are just on the hinge and they spin, so they're on the pegged in also. So you get quite a bit there. And again, I'd like to point out down here on the knees and the legs, no pins. They're all well hidden. So I think they did a really good job with that. She looks great. Let's go ahead and go over her accessories. Now she comes, if you look at both fisted hands that she comes with, they're not open. You cannot hold anything with them. They're just fisted up. However, she does with her right armored arm come with a sword holding hand, which I think looks great. It's still consistent with the armor and then with the red glove. Okay, here is the sword known as Soul Taker. It's really nice looking. Like, I like the sculpt here and the colors on the handle, but when it comes to the sword itself, it's super cheap and flimsy. They did a horrible job with the top of the sword. I wish I could find like another sword that looks similar that I could use for it, because this is just crappy. There's no way to keep that nice looking, so I'm gonna probably try to hide it or something, because it's just not good. Okay, also for her, she comes with this big monster of a chest, and you can see here the ab crunch and all that. This honestly is kind of the same build. A lot of these parts are taken from the King Shark, you could tell, and they just kind of retooled his original body. But still, it looks good. They put a lot of sculpted detail into his like ridges and all his scales and stuff. He just looks amazing. I think they did good. You can see there's multiple colors of various shades of green in there, lighter and darker. They did a really, really good job with this. I cannot wait to see him put together. So she looks great. I kind of feel like maybe she will be hard to stand, but for now, she's gonna make me into a liar. So she looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and just keep her there, and we're gonna go right into KGBeast. Now, this is a figure I don't know a whole lot about. I read a lot of comics, especially DC. I read a lot of DC comics, but I have never read him in a story. Again, the body mold's a lot different than their older Multiverse. They did a really good job with him. I think they're taking a lot from Marvel, so from the Hasbro line. First thing you notice, okay, he's single elbow, but it's because these bulkier figures, they're real muscular. They don't need to be as articulated, in my opinion. They still look really good. You see no pins. The head is on a ball. It's covered all the way around. It looks really good. This guy has a ton of articulation with the head. He can look all the way back. You can tell here his vest is a soft plastic vest that is not attached to his body. It's just put on. It looks really good. Same thing with the sword. The sword is, the sword. The belt also the same thing. It's just a separate piece of plastic that's on him tight. Looks really good. This looks nice as clothing. It's got some cool spikes on there. There's a lot of sculpted in detail. You can see the creases in the vest. You can see like this little kind of thread work or whatnot. It looks really good. His mask is really cool. I love the white painted eyes. I think they look great. The mask has like wrinkles from the face that makes it look realistic. They did a really good job. You can see the ear like that's behind it. Really nice. Very cool looking. Okay, upper arms are on a ball, so they spin all the way around. Very cool. And then you got that big bicep cut there where you get turn from that as well. He's incredible looking, huge. Very little articulation on the single elbow, but I don't think you need it. Hands are just on a peg. They're on a peg hinge, so you got a little bit, you can adjust it like that. Not too much, but enough for him. This arm is incredible. He's got the upper bicep, he's got the single elbow, the ball up here, but this gun has spins on its own as well. I think it looks amazing. I don't know a story, but I'm guessing it just goes over his arm. I don't know if it's a prosthetic or a separate weapon, but the weapon itself looks great. Look at that. You got a little bit of color here where you can see like rivets and stuff. I think that was a nice touch. They didn't have to do that. It looks great. Little details here, the silver there, back here. Going down here, he does have oh, that pops right off. So let's see if I can't tell if he has ab crunch. Yeah, he does. He has ab crunch, which is cool. You cannot really use it with the clothes, but he does have it. I can see the lines in there. He does have since you can see him pegged in here, so he does spin that way. Really nice area here, like the pants have really nice sculpt. I love the legs on a ball as well. You can do all kinds of things with that. He's got a single knee, but he's a big guy. I love that he has the sheaths here for his accessories, which we'll see in a minute. Legs just go back and forth. You can't get any lean. You can get a little bit of lean on it, not a whole lot. But I think it's just an amazing looking figure. Check him out. Let's go over his weapons really quick, because I do see here he comes with 2 smaller knives, which are great. I think they go right in here, so it's a nice touch. They're very soft and flimsy, but they did a good job on them. I like that we have a couple paints. They look good. They didn't do a bad job on the knives. So they both go in really nice, so it looks really good there. His weapons. Also, he has a big, like, machete-looking weapon here that he can hold. Wonder if you can plug it in there. It's got a kind of weird shape here. Looks like you could plug it in there if you want. Or he can hold it. I didn't mention his glove. Look how nice the gloves are. And they got that silver detail paint also on the buckle and the little spikes there. Really nice touch. Really did good. They went all out. They put a lot of color into them and stuff. Here, I think this ports in. I don't especially know what that's for. If anybody knows what that's for, please let me know in the comments below, because I probably missed something. But I think he looks great. Very cool looking character. I'm very happy to have him. Very nice looking. So let's go to his other accessories. Is going to be the groin piece of Killer Croc. It's got nice detail to it. It looks like King Shark's, to be honest. And look at this head. That is amazing. If you look at the size, you could tell he's going to be a monster. I mean, look at the difference. He's huge. Look at those red eyes, the detail in the teeth, the nose. Well done. It's just really good looking. Look at that. Is that not amazing? He's got a jaw, hinged jaw. Look at the detail inside the mouth. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and I think it looks wonderful. So that is a cool character. I cannot wait to have him put together. So let's go ahead and look at everything we have so far. Okay, so here's our 3 figures. I think they're all really well done. I don't really have a lot of complaints. There's a few. They did cheap out on a couple of the parts, a couple of accessories. But overall, I think it's going to be a really awesome Build-A-Figure and not bad at all on the figures. They are a step up from like past figures. Last year started to get better, so I think the last couple of waves were really good. Before that, they weren't good. These are a lot better in my opinion. We have 3 more to get, which is going to be Red Hood, Batman, and Red Robin. And then we'll put him, we'll put the Build-A-Figure together at the very end, and I want to do some comparison on past figures so that you can see the differences. But for now, I'm very, very happy with what we got here. So that's going to be the review, folks. All right, folks, so there's the review. Amazing figures. I think both of us really like them a lot. They're beautiful figures. Well done. So after these 2, all we need is the last 3 again, like we said, 4, 5, and 6, which is Red Hood, Batman, and Red Robin. I'm very excited to find all 3 of these. We hadn't been to our Walmart in a few days, but the last time they did have Batman and Robin. We do need to find Red Hood wherever he is. We got a lot more Walmarts in the direct area to look for. So did you have a favorite out of these 2?
I would have to say Katana.
Katana.
Just because of her backstory.
Yeah, Katana was her favorite. And I think Katana's story is my favorite too. This is very, I mean, his story's kind of generic. He's a hitman, you know. I don't really see that he has any special powers. He's just a gifted killer, which is cool, you know, for a vigilante. But definitely a more in-depth backstory is going to be Katana's. So we picked her as our favorite, but we still have 3 left. So that's going to be our review. I hope you all enjoyed it, and stick around to see the next few coming in the next week or so. And I hope you find everything you want in your hunts. So never forget, don't give up that hunt, and we'll see you later. Pew, 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 pew. Peace. Y'all take care.
Yeah.